Alright, we joined a league. We're here for round one. We will be on the play. Yeah, this hand's probably a keep. I would like to have a one drop, obviously, but this will still probably get the job done. Swamp, Thoughtseize. Alright, we'll see what he takes. Probably SRAM if I had to guess. Depends on his hand, I guess. Yep, takes SRAM. So I have to decide if I want to run out this Ephemia or not. See what I draw first. Concealed Courtyard. I'm not going to play it yet to conceal my hand. I'll play it next turn. It's a very interesting decision because if I think he has another Thoughtseize, well, it's more likely he's got more removal. I might just want to wait a turn, play Ephemia on turn 3 so I have Blessing available. It's probably more likely that he's got... Well, it's also worse if he plays like a creature. I would rather have Ephemia in play. So I think I'm just going to run her out. If she gets killed, she gets killed. Hopefully we draw another creature of some kind. Not sure if that was the right play. I mean, just not knowing what deck he is, I feel like I should just not try to play around too much. Okay, Jace, so I'm happy with that decision. Griff Spoon, huh? Okay, so I have to decide here how all in I want to go in on this Ephemia. Ethereal Armor makes it a 4-4 or 4-3. Griff Spoon would make it a 6-4, I believe. 3 enchantments plus 1, 2, 3. And I'd have Karametra's Favor. So that would put him on a 3-turn clock. And we can beat 1 removal spell, but not 2 necessarily. I might want to save this Griff Spoon for a future threat, but I feel like I just want to move in before he can get too deep into his deck with Jace. He doesn't know I have the Blessing, but see if he can beat it. So this must be something like Inverter, if I had to guess. Cycle, okay. Another Ethereal Armor. How much would that do? That would kill him, yeah. Yeah, SRAM. It's better than nothing. That would have been a reason to hold back the Griff Spoon, but like... I'll just do this. And he does know I have Caves of Koilos. I'm trying to think if... It's unlikely he's playing like a straight discard kind of card. It's usually nice to play your lands out when you've got a SRAM, because you never know how much mana you're going to need if you start like chaining a bunch of auras together. So if he plays Inverter, okay, he's going to flip Jace. Pitching a Dig Through Time, okay. Let's see what we have here. He might just flashback dig through time. Oh, he's gonna Thoughtseize. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna have to cast Blessing, and presumably he's gonna kill Ephemia in response. But the good news is we will be able to put Griff Spoon on SRAM. Yeah, here's Downfall. So we can put him to 1. We have a couple outs to just kill him here. Oh, that's very close. I can play it and hope to draw another enchantment. Yeah, any enchantment would do it, right? So I'll go for that. Draw a card. Didn't get there. So now we have to decide if it's worth putting him to 1 or killing Jace. So Jace would put this to 1/3, but that's still lethal. He can't -3 again next turn, so I think we better put him to 1. Turns off future fetch lands, future shock... No, not fetch lands, I mean shock lands. And, I don't know, Thoughtseize or whatever. And I'm just going to play out the land. Fingers crossed he doesn't have more removal. Could very easily lose this game. Alright, there's Dig. Maybe I should have killed Jace. I'm just kind of assuming that my SRAM is going to die. Probably should have operated under that assumption. Here comes a Fatal Push. Yep. Okay. Something like a Hateful Eidolon wouldn't be bad here. Well, it's better than nothing. He can flashback Fatal Push, though, is the unfortunate thing. So the question is, do I want to run it out and... or is it better to hold it? I think I'm just going to hold it. If I can draw an enchantment or an aura next turn, it'll be nice to get immediate value with SRAM. Is this an inverter? Yep. Okay. Well, I might just be dead next turn. I mean, it's something. I'm just gonna play SRAM and pass. Probably die to a Thassa's Oracle. And do I want to play Giant Killer out? No, I'm gonna hold it and just kill the Inverter of Truth. But I'm just assuming that I'm dead here. And that also does it. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. So in this matchup, we want Apostle, Purifying Light, God's Willing. I don't want Deadweight. It only hits Jace. And we're on the play. I'd rather just try to be fast. So how do I want to sideboard? Got 4 cuts. I don't hate cutting a land. I'll just cut the swamp. I usually like trimming on all that glitters, especially against a removal heavy configuration like his. Giant Killer doesn't seem like it does a whole lot. It does tap like Inverter and kill Inverter, so I think I'll just cut a Hopeful Eidolon. It's like not an essential card to the deck really. I don't mind ever cutting one. I might actually leave in the land and cut a second Hopeful Eidolon. Or like an All That Glitters. I'll cut another Hopeful Eidolon, and the reason I'm leaving land in is we're bringing in the Apostles, so our curve is going up, and it's a mana sink, so yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do. I think on the draw I'll do the opposite, because it's more likely we'll hit lands. Yep, this is a keep. This is a nice hand against Thoughtseize too. We would lose All That Glitters, but we have double Apostle. It's going to be really hard for him to kill. I don't know if that deck plays like Brazen Borrower. Seems unlikely, but otherwise this seems really hard for him to kill. See, and this land would have been a Hopeful Eidolon, then this hand wouldn't be keepable. He's playing a 1-drop. Okay, he's holding up Fatal Push, or representing it in any case. We will send in for 1. He might also have Opt, for whatever that's worth, but slamming this Apostle. It's gonna Fatal Push that guy, that's fine. Alright, let's see here. I don't think I'm playing All That Glitters this turn. I think I'm just going to play a second Apostle. I don't think he's likely to play a card like Drown in Sorrow or something like that. I mean, if he does, obviously we're going to get boned, but I think I just want to... Yeah, I'm not going to play around anything. Go on Apostle and just casting this Giant Killer. And my hope is to leave up mana for the rest of the game, to just start eating his graveyard, prevent like Inverter nonsense, prevent Dig Through Time nonsense. We forgot to crack his Fabled Passage. Interesting. Alright, so what does my clock look like here? All That Glitters represents 6 damage, puts him to 11. Next turn it's 5. 3 with Karametric Blessing, 2 if I draw another enchantment, 1 if it's a generic enchantment. That would be lethal next turn if I drew another All That Glitters or whatever it's called, Ethereal Armor. But considering that I cut 2 of these, I probably shouldn't plan for that. The other consideration is I can play All That Glitters, and that would give it protection for future reference. But I think what I want to do here is just attack, leave up all my mana, and then just start eating his graveyard. So he can't go like Inverter of Truth, for example. That seems to be the most likely way I lose this game. And now I've got some protection against Drown in Sorrow, because I can save one of my Apostles. Destroy creature, CMC less than or equal. Interesting. So I can save it, I think, because I can eat my own Alseid, so that this will fizzle. If he plays an Inverter, I can eat 2 cards, but he'd still get 1 on top. So if he has Inverter Oracle, we can't stop it. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to save my own Giant Killer. Thought Erasure. There's not much reason to cast this Blessing. If I cast it on Giant Killer, he can just respond with a removal. So I'll just let him do that. Takes the all the glitters, that's fine. He's thinking about shocking, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Thoughtseize. Okay, so that puts him on a 2-turn clock now. I like that. Let's go ahead and eat. Drown in the lock, I guess. I can put him to 5 or 4. I think I like just continuing eating his graveyard. This will represent lethal next turn anyway, because I can put him to 5, and then I have 5 with just my pro-black guys, even if he has removal for Giant Killer. So I'm just going to keep eating. Take that, take Thought Erasure, I guess. Doesn't really matter at this point. That just prevents dig through time shenanigans, basically. Even Inverter doesn't do anything from here. Okay, cool. Alright, on the draw, I'm going to go ahead and cut this land. And then I get my choice of... Could bring in like a Singleton Deadweight just in case of Jace, but I don't really love that. Could bring in Hushbringer, but it's just so... it's just so vulnerable to everything. It's not an enchantment, notably. So it's basically Hopeful Eidolon, just as an extra 1-drop. All the glitters. Pretty much my only options here. I'm gonna go for all the glitters. It does get better with Apostle, for whatever that's worth. I don't love that I'm increasing my curve that much and cutting a land. But on the draw, I think it's okay. How many 1-drops are we leaving in? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a decent number. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'm going to roll with it. Don't know how important speed is in this matchup. Yeah, this is a keep. A little vulnerable to Thoughtseize, but kind of have to. Yep, here comes Thoughtseize. Probably taking my Alseid. Maybe all the glitters. Yep, just Alseid. Oh, we drew another one. Not gonna... yeah, I'm gonna play Alseid. Fatal Push, perhaps? No. It's not a bad draw. Alright, I'm just going to ship for 1, and then just play out my 2 1-drops. Next turn we can all the glitters with some protection, which is nice. Not a bad run out. Here comes a Fatal Push if I had to guess. Nope. Cycle. Cool. Femi is interesting. How much damage do I have right now? Play all the glitters. That's a +3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him to 11. He plays Inverter. I'm assuming that he has like the combo. I don't really have a lot of play here. I'm just going to go for the maximum damage to try to beat potential combo incoming. Trying to see if I draw like another All That Glitters or an Ethereal Armor, that would represent +5. 1, 2, 6. That would be enough, because I can tap his Inverter. Oh no! Well, that's unfortunate. Well, the good news is I have Ephemia, and I draw a card. So it's not all bad news. Okay. I mean, assuming I don't just get comboed over the next 2 turns, this could be worse. I think I just want to play out both of my guys here. I don't think I can afford to play around the combo. I could just play Apostle and start eating his graveyard, but that just doesn't pressure him enough. So I'm just going to go for that. Ephemia. We're going to exile something. Just hit Null Said. 2-turn clock. Don't think we have outs to win next turn, even if we drew like an Ethereal Armor. Okay, I thought it was going to be a Languish. That would have been unfortunate. Well, we are probably dead next turn. SRAM does me no favors. Is there any benefit to sending everybody? Lose my Ephemia, put him to 7. Next turn, 3. I wouldn't have draws to kill him. So not much to be done here except this. Oh, oh dear. That is devoid. It is not black. Oh my goodness, that was unfortunate. Alrighty. Well, you learn something new every day. I have a feeling I'm just dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but that's good to know for future matches. Let's use. Sure, why not? He's just making sure the way is clear and then playing his Thassa's Oracle. Alright, GG. As soon as he resolves the trigger, question mark. Any day now. There we go.